Bob Wolf and the Great Tipton Lathem Bank Fraud.
What was Bob Wolf's role in the Great Tipton Lathem bank fraud perpetrated by members of his own family?
Is the public to believe that Bob Wolf played no role in this fraud successfully perpetrated on the Tipton Lathem Bank by mortgaging imaginary properties?
Did he play any role in the planning of this fraud, or give any advice in its furtherance?
Did Bob Wolf not profit from the enormous profits gained by his family members successfully perpetrating this fraud on the Tipton Lathem Bank?
Are we to believe that Bob never communicated with one of the central characters who planned and profited from this fraud, who calls Lincoln High School her alma mater? That she never confided in Bob Wolf about these plans to defraud the Tipton Lathem Bank, or that he never gave any advice to her concerning this fraud?
Was mac and cheese used to bribe Bob and pay for his silence?
Is it true that Bob's spaghetti farts are the real cause of global warming?
Does the temperature of the Earth really rise a half degree every time Bob forgets to take his gas X?
Was Bob anywhere in the area of Fukushima in March of 2011, and were his spaghetti farts the real reason for its evacuation?
Has spaghetti been banned in Bob's workplace, and did said ban only go into place shortly after Bob began his employment there?
Did Bob's co-workers demand such a ban?
Has the UN banned the use of Bob's spaghetti farts or his wife's face for use as weapons of war?
Are we really to believe that the name of Bob's wife is Melissa, or does it look more likely that Melissa is simply what Bob calls his dog?
Has Bob ever used the excuse of COVID to get his wife to wear a mask? Has he ever tried this tactic at home? Does Bob return his wife's insults by handing her a mirror?
Does Bob use his wife's face to make gorilla cookies, or to scare away burglars? Was Bob's wife really the biggest baby in the history of Henry County?
The answer to that would be yes. In light of this fact, to what extent are Bob and his wife responsible for the current global food shortage?
What role did Bob and his wife play in the closing of Happy China Buffet?
Why are Bob Wolf and the man pictured behind him playing pocket pool? Is playing pocket pool in public with his friends one of Bob Wolf's favorite pastimes, or is this part of some bizarre and perverted pre-sex ritual? Are we really to believe that the man in this picture is Bob's lover? Or is it more likely that he is just a quick hookup leaving Bob with nothing more than a courtesy reach around? Why is this man laughing in the firing line right behind Bob while Bob holds this constipated look on his face?
Does this man view Bob's tragic flatulence problem as a source of some inappropriate and perverted humor?
Shouldn't you get the answers to all of these questions before entrusting Bob with your finances?